The other day I made a video about character death in TTRPGs, but I really want to talk to you game masters about why character death is so important in these games. Imagine you have some new players. They're laughing, they're having a good time. They're not taking your game serious. They're really not taking the threats that you present them serious. In a way, they are missing out because you want them to be scared of these things or worried about them to create a tensity, an experience. And of course, you want your characters to feel challenged, to also be cautious because there is a threat. Why run up to it laughing? But your players are not taking the game serious. And then the new players have their characters go into a fight, and in that fight, their characters get slaughtered. When those players come back to your game with new characters, they won't be laughing so hard. And I guarantee you, they'll be taking your game a lot more serious. And now that intensity from the threat is there, now there is a thrilling experience to be had as they take your game serious. It doesn't mean they can't laugh and have a good time at times, but not every moment of the game is to be laughed at. It's to be taken serious because you're trying to challenge your players. And then, there's horror games. I'm told that there's so many different ways to scare your players. And then others will say, nothing really works. Well, I got something that works. Establish that seriousness with your players. In a D&D game where they lose their characters, where they know you'll let that roll out. You'll let fate handle that the way it is, and if their characters die, you allow it. Once they take you serious on that level, you could take them into a horror-based game, have them walking up to an area and simply say there's a shadow around the corner, or tell them they hear a noise. And guess what? Your players will be worried and they'll take it serious. Think about how effective that is for horror games. That level of credibility with your players instantly gives you sway to actually affect their minds and scare them because they take you serious and they take what you're putting in front of them serious. And if there is a potential threat, they take it serious. Character death is the ultimate failure, and it will teach your players how to be better players when they have to face that threat. Some people get lucky coming out of the box and they know to be careful. Good on them. Many players don't. Character death makes you take these games more serious. I love the role play. I want players to care about their characters and to be bothered about it when the character dies. But I also want players to know that this is a game and to be mature, make a new character, and come back without crying about it. There is a reasonable level of caring, but if it gets to trauma, well, guess what? It's not a real character. You do have to get over it. And yes, it's just a game. Make the new character. Don't whine to everyone and get back in the game. Or if you do, put your head down a bit, it's not because you're going to be a baby, about leaving the game or this situation being traumatic. You're just down about your character, but you're happy to make a new character and get back into the game. That's it. Character death is actually one of the backbones to the hobby. It's one of the easiest ways to get players to take a game serious. Put character death in any game instantly, as there is in every game, and you'll notice when players just lose their characters, it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter if it's careless, or if it seems stupid, or even if it's epic. Doesn't matter how, they all learn the same way. And it doesn't matter if the death was shallow, some careless dice rolling and all that. It happens. The only time I get bothered by character death is when you can truly put it on the game master's head where there were obvious mistakes where the character should not be dead. That is my only exception, and a game master should always take the shame for that and look to fix the situation. Outside of that, sorry, character death is that important to what we do, that all your excuses for trying to avoid it is no good. Okay, for now, take care. You know what you can do? You can hit the like button. You can share the video. Oh, and there's another button you can press. That one that lets you subscribe to my channel for more content. Oh yeah, there's that bell thing. You can press that so you know when I've uploaded a new video right away.